I have a haul full of very pretty books that I want to show you. If you don't know who I am, my name's Lily. I'm the book blogger behind Utopia State of Mind, and today I'm going to share with you my latest book haul. As I've said in a bunch of these videos, the book haul quantity in a book haul is very dependent on how long they've been sitting on my prep shelf before they go into my bookshelf, and also if I need that space. I need that space. So let me just start with this one, and it is an arc of Foul Lady Fortune. My arc collection so far, of course, is complete for Chloe Gong. I love this book so much. I read an earlier edition, an e-copy of this book earlier. This is just for photograph purposes, but also collector purposes. I love this book so much. It has the same vibes, or similar vibes from These Violent Delights Are Violent Ends, and it is kind of, I see it kind of like as the third book in the saga, I guess, but you theoretically could read this separately. I wouldn't, but you could read it separately, but it takes place of Rosalind, and I feel like to truly understand the emotional trauma that Rosalind is dealing with here, then you kind of have to just read the first duology. But anyway, I'll leave that up to you. I love this book so much. It has that kind of, the time has advanced, so there are different aspects that Foul Lady Fortune is dealing with, specifically also colonization, in a much more present vibe than in These Violent Delights. But I also just loved these the spy vibe so much in this one. It feels kind of like lighthearted while at the same time delving into detail of kind of the politics of colonization in a way where it's kind of like lighthearted colonization. Somehow it works in this one. I'm very excited for the next one. I'm excited for the novellas. I'm just excited in general. So I love this one. Thank you so much to the publisher for sending it, and I'm just going to go on with other things the publishers have sent me. The next one is this cute little pile from Orbit. The first one is a finished copy of Notorious Sorcerer, which I honestly should be finishing tonight after I'm done filming. I've been reading this on and off for like the last 2 weeks. I really like this so far. It to me feels like if you've read Spellslinger by Sebastien de Castel, this gives me a very similar vibe. There's mentor-mentee dynamics. There's also multiple kind of characters or perspectives in it. It's not necessarily multiple perspective, but there are multiple characters that we're seeing through in this. It deals with alchemy. It deals with illegal alchemy as well. So it deals with all of those kind of politics and this idea of what could be possible. I love kind of pushing that. And it has just really fun alchemy stuff with different planes as well. So in general, I've just had a really fun time, but I've been kind of in and out of reading moods. So I'm going to be finishing this on up tonight, though. I think I have like 1 chapter or 2 chapters, honestly. So a fuller review will be on my blog, but anyway, very happy about this one. The next one is a paperback copy of the Oleander Sword by Tasha Sori. I love the Burning Kingdom trilogy so much. The Oleander Sword is just a fantastic sequel that I just ripped out my heart. There are some very intense emotional things happening in here. I already read it because I read an e-copy of it, but like, I need book 3. That's how I felt after book 1. But after book 2, like, I need it. I need it. Normally, I kind of read in order to release date, but honestly, if I get an e-copy of the 3rd book in the Burning Kingdoms trilogy, I'm just going to start it, like, immediately. That is how much I need the sequel for this book. I love it so much, and Tasha Sori is an author, to be honest, so love so much. And the final one from Orbit is this finished copy of Ruination. I was not expecting this, but I am so excited, actually. So basically, the letter I got was supposedly that this is a League of Legends world, I guess, in this one, but it's a different, like, it's from, okay, I've never played League of Legends, but I think the world is League of Legends, and so it's a story within that universe. I think it might be the first of it. Do not quote me on that. Do not quote me on that. I have no idea, but this edition is gorgeous. So basically, you saw this. I love the cover, very matte. Also love the back. It has these beautiful end papers, and you can see already there's reverse dust jacket art. There's also a foiled case stamp, And the art is so gorgeous. Like, it's interesting because I don't think this is a special edition. I think this is just the normal edition. But it feels so luxurious. Like, it feels like a special edition. Honestly, this is a conversation that I can go into more depth, honestly, if people want, about special editions. Because certainly the landscape for it has changed in the last years that I've been a book blogger or book person on the internet. But this is one of those ones where, like, the standard edition feels so special already. Like, the industry or the standards for hardcovers or editions in general are going up so much that I love it. I love it, to be honest. And so the bar has to keep raising for everyone. It also included this holographic bookmark, which you won't really be able to see. Oh, you can see it a little bit. So that is also very exciting. And so thank you, Orbit, for all of those books. The next ones are some special edition copies. So the first one is that I got the Illuminate edition of the Oleander Sword. Okay, it has to match my Illuminate edition of the Jasmine Throne. I'm sorry, but it just has to. Like, I know 2 Oleander Swords in one, so obviously I feel the same way about the Oleander Sword as I do the other one. It has these very gorgeous edges, which to me, honestly, don't convey the emotional destruction. They look very dainty and elegant. It has a signed book plate, and also it's going to have the similar case stamp with a quote. The Jasmine Throne also had that too. This one says, "Together they will remake the world. She seeks to heal, she seeks to rule." 100% true. But yeah, I just love this so much. It comes with a signed book plate. And yes, this now will complete my, or not complete, because book 3 is coming, but further my special edition collection for Tasha Sori. The next one is the Fairyloot edition of Violet Maid of Thorns. I loved Violet Maid of Thorns so much. I'm also expecting the Owl Crate edition of Violet Maid of Thorns because I love this one so much. And also the redesigned cover they did is gorgeous. When I get it, I will show you, but I don't have it yet. This is the Fairyloot one. I think that they changed the cover. I just don't know how because I haven't seen the UK cover in a while. I think they maybe changed the colors. Maybe this is different. I think in the original one, maybe this isn't as pink. But it has ombre sprayed edges, which I like. Do I wish they were stenciled? Yes. But do I like it? Yes. There's also a ribbon bookmark, which I didn't realize was in there until I showed you the sprayed edges. To be honest, I don't know how I feel about ribbon bookmarks because I don't really use them. But it is still a nice touch. It has, why I love this one specifically, even though the UK cover isn't my favorite, and the ombre edges, I feel like I would love sprayed edges more. I feel like I'd love stenciled edges more, but what I love so much is that it has this artwork on the hardcover, which to me, I think, is kind of like Palace-scape. I was gonna say it looks like the cover, but bigger, but it's not. It has the same color vibe, but it's palace scenes or landscape scenery. It also has these character art end papers. It is different, so I'll just show you both of them. But that is this is the beginning of my Violet Maid of Thorns collection, and in general this one was so good. I love this debut so much. You can find a review. I will link a review below. But Violet Maid of Thorns has such a fantastic character where she really has to wonder about her perception of herself and the perception of herself from other people. So, fantastic. The next one are that I got my special editions of Babel. I have not gotten them all yet. So, prepare to see those in a future video. I haven't gotten them all yet. But I have the Fairyloot and the Illuminate ones to share with you. So let's start off with Fairyloot. The first is that Fairyloot did this. It's going to be hard to see because of the glare, so I'm going to point it down. But it's kind of like a grayscale, I feel like, version of the UK cover with the silver foil, but there's also gold foil where it says Babel. I love that touch. It is such a beautiful kind of, it feels kind of sorcery, whimsical, magical. I love it so much, but also the sprayed edges with the Tower of Babel. Gorgeous. Like, this has to be my favorite element of this special edition. But as well, there on the the book itself, it has the kind of Tower of Babel as well, which I feel like is the motif you get from the US cover. But here it is in its glory here, Babel. It feels very, it also has silver foiling on it, if you can tell. It just feels so fabulous. The silver foiling definitely elevates it more, I think, because I do have a US edition coming, so this is very similar, but as I said, the silver foil. It also has character art on it of the 4 main characters. There and there. It's also signed by the author, but I love this edition so much. It is truly, truly stunning. Those stenciled edges, like, I'm telling you, people, book boxes, book places, books in general, are gonna have to step it up. And now let me chat about my Illumicrate edition. So the Illumicrate one came with a slipcase, which I thought was really cool. It is silver foil, kind of looks exactly like the UK Babel. I think maybe the spine is different on this one, but I could be wrong. But it includes this one. Yeah, the spine for the Fairyloot one is this one. And you slip it out, and there is the Tower of Babel. It's the glare is really intense, but it basically is there in this kind of like spot gloss, I feel like. I don't think it's foil. It more feels like a spot gloss. It has people in it as well, so it's kind of like a cross-section of Babel. And it has these gorgeous edges, which I also love. This is my favorite aspect of this one as well. If you can't read it, it says, an act of translation is always an act of betrayal. One of my favorite lines from the book. It also has end pages, which is just these marble things where you can write property of. I don't know if I'm going to write my name because I feel a little bit bad about it. But yeah, it is signed by the author, and it also has a special exclusive thing. It has the New Scholar's Handbook, which has a glossary of Oxford English. Basically, it looks a lot like the brochure that I got with my UK Arc of Babel. So I love these so much. There's something to love in each one of them. And yeah, you'll certainly start seeing all these special editions on my shelf. I'm going to have to reorganize my bookshelf to accommodate them. But yeah, I'm very excited. This was a really gorgeous haul. And I mean, how could it not be when it has Foul Lady Fortune and Babel in it? Like, gorgeous. Also, I have special editions coming for Foul Lady Fortune. I have the Fairyloot one. I have the Barnes & Noble's exclusive one. I'll also probably get like a US normal one. Like, I'll have a bunch. So anyway, I'm very excited for these books. The ones that I haven't read, which is really only Ruination, because I've read Oleander Sword. I'm going to finish Notorious Sorcerer, and I've read Foul Lady Fortune. So I'm excited to read Ruination, and thank you to the publishers for sending me, and also thank you to Past Me for deciding to subscribe to the boxes for those gorgeous books. Let me know what book of these ones you'd personally steal from me, and I will see you in the next video, where I will chat, I'm assuming, about more books that I've gotten. I know that there are some subscription ones that are coming, specifically every month, obviously, like subscription boxes come. What am I expecting? I'm expecting the September Fairyloot YA and the September Illumicrate. Yeah, so excited for these, and I hope you have a really great reading day, week, month, and year, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!